y'all. Well, okay. So a little going on almost 3 years ago, I decided that I was going to change my life, my whole life. My health had absolutely collapsed. Hey there, Sunset. And I was taking 8 to 10 medications every day. I was taking a shot of biologics every month. And let me tell you, it was not getting better fast. It was not. My health was very quickly eroding to the point, like I said, it was a total breakdown. And I spent going on about a year laid up in the bed and really confused as to why my body was falling apart so badly. Hey, PMC, what's up, my friend? Anyway, so I started to take matters into my own hands seriously with my health and started looking into just exactly what's going on. Like, where's this coming from? How can I be such a broken human being? And I started to realize pretty quickly that what we've got going on is a whole fucking setup, y'all. It just is. It's a setup. And anyway, so my health, I'm on the up and up, on the rebound. My body is literally rebuilding itself. It's amazing what the body can do when given the proper tools to work with. Knowing what's being put within our foods is very important. Proud. That is, sir, the understatement of the morning because the problem is it's not food. It's not. Anyway, hey, Waukesha, darling. Okay, so here's why I'm up here talking. Let me let you know I am a tiny, itsy bit, a little triggered on behalf of humans. And specifically at the moment, the humans that are in America, because this is crap. Okay, so part of my overall health rebuild plan to get off the toxic ass system and let my body do what it was actually made to do was not only to start firstly making sure I was drinking actual water, not that crap in plastic bottles, because that crap is not water. That's just more toxins. I didn't know. Okay, listen, I learned one thing at a time. I addressed one thing at a time. But the thing that I'm gonna address right now is this. Whoo, I'm sweating. I'm triggered. I'm telling you. Um, I don't intake the crap. I don't watch the news. I don't listen to any of the drama. I just don't do it. I don't even support um, channels that spread this crap because you know what? We're dealing with enough fear. We're dealing with enough misinformation. I never ever want to be the person that is spreading bad news and bad vibes. That's not my jam. Okay. It just didn't. But so I do everything I can to protect myself in every way from having any of that information be intaken in I'm high, sorry, I always am, into my brain. Because I realized that that was a pollutant, that was a toxin also. All of this false ass information, all of this hate and discontent that's being spread around all of the time, all the setups that are being put in place to fire up the people. Anyway, so I try to keep this all out of my brain because that does not make for a happy Meredith. It just doesn't. It makes me a miserable, angry, frightened person. Nobody likes that chick. Least of all me. I don't like her. But I opened my YouTube up this morning to get the latest information on what's going on out in space weather. And I see this, I'm looking at it right now again. I see this thumbnail, a news thumbnail. Senate rejects two plans to lower health costs. Are you freaking kidding me? Listen, I don't know how to, nor do I really want to get in contact with any of our senators or congressmen or the president or any of these people, but listen, I have the solution, y'all. It's not a mystery. You don't need to vote on health care. Fix the fucking food system. This is not food. This is toxic. This is bullshit. It starts with, ag, right? and then it gets processed by these big food industry nonsense, and then big pharma comes in to clean up the bullshit. Can we just stop this? Can you please? Can our elected officials for once please do something that is actually for the people? Could you please? And it's real simple. It's not anything y'all have to come in agreement to other than we want to stop killing humans slowly. This is crap. We don't have to spend all this money. I mean, seriously, how could you work for this country and be proud of your position? We spend trillions of dollars every year on healthcare. It's not healthcare, y'all. It's freaking disease management. It keeps you in that freaking machine. Aren't you tired of it? Aren't you tired of the vampirism of this crap that we live in? Y'all, the people have to start doing something, A, for themselves, and speak to these elected officials. Tell them to stop wasting your time, stop wasting your money. And oh, isn't it funny how quickly everybody stopped freaking talking about the shutdown? I'm just saying, there's too many different sets of rules going on here, and it's not fair. So for myself, I think I'm speaking on behalf of people of the world. Do some real good in the world. Stop wasting our time. Stop us from being slowly killed. Okay? Let us actually pursue happiness. At this point, we can't barely go from day to day the way this is set up. This is nonsense. So just clean up the food system. Stop this crap. Put industries that are running the world and running it into the ground out of business by not doing business with them anymore. People, that's what we can do. We can stop doing business with these people. But listen, these officials, y'all supposed in charge people that are so busy, you get in our lives all the time, please, 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 please let us get this system cleaned up. You can do this without, bipartisan has nothing to do with it. It's not one side or the other. It's human beings. It's real stuff. It's real answers. Maybe we can stop being so broken, health wise, but also just broke. We're tired of being broke. It's just like we're just sucked dry all the time. So please do something for us. All right, I'm done with my rant now, y'all. I'm so sorry. Good morning. How y'all doing? My apologies. I just cannot even take it. I do everything I can to shield myself from all this information, but sometimes something slips through the cracks, and I'm just so mad on behalf of people. This is just not right. And lowering the cost of healthcare shouldn't be a vote. It should just be the way life is. I do not understand. I literally do not understand. uh, you're about to work out. How are the? She's weirdly enough, Jane. That hen is still hanging in there. I don't know what is going on with her, but I'm also not getting heavily attached because it's not like it's the first time I've had a hen go sick and then make what looks like a turnaround, only to suddenly be RIP and my heart is broken and I cry. It's not food. Yeah, it's not poison. It's poison with a label on it that says it's food. It's not food, man. It is just not. Makoto. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. Kawa. I don't know what that says, sweetie. The Count. Raiden X Master. Hi from Iran. Good morning. TV kills brain cells and shortens attention spans and programs you. It's freaking brainwashing. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't realize because I was, for all of my life up until just less than a handful of years ago, I was in that crap that everybody's in. I was being shepherded along and manipulated, and oh my God, and I thought I was making my own choices too. No, I was not. Facts on theology. Hi there. I'm from Virginia in the United States. Kawa, I don't know how to read that language, sweetie. I only know English. I'm just a dumbass American. Heaven Riley, good morning. Joe Mama, hi. Dylan, you're making some mint tea. Yeah, you do. Honestly, isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? For many of us, whoever would have thought, with everything that I was taught growing up, everything I was programmed with growing up, who would have thought that the whole root of the whole like the whole, this is just my opinion, but the root of the whole problem with our health, our mental health, our emotional health, it starts right there with this toxic food. it depletes us and leaves us, our bodies like they're scrambled. It's scrambling trying to keep you alive, and you're meantime potentially losing your mind or failing a class or losing a job, and you don't know why the world's suddenly just so out of control. Oh my gosh, is this freaking food? It really is. I swear. Hey, good morning to Sharia. Newman, language. Yeah, I have grown up language sometimes. I do. My apologies. Sometimes I just can't um, hold back. Proud, thank you. I don't know what somebody's saying you're BSing about, but I trust your judgment. You're kind of, Joe Mama. You said we're coming to eat at your house so we can survive. Come on. Listen, I almost feel like it's not going to be long, and we will literally have to come together in that way if we don't want anything to do with these freaking smart cities they're setting up, not trying to set up. They're setting it up, y'all. It's going to happen. I will absolutely see this before I leave up off of this plane. Um, these gridded smart cities, man, people are going to be eating food out of squeeze packs like the applesauce kids eat these days. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want anything to do with this crap. The count. Our healthcare system does need to be fixed. American healthcare system is so messed up. It is, and we're like 34th, um, the 34th on the list of healthy. Like we're so far down the line, it's ridiculous. But we spend way more money on it than any other country in the world. And they're like, that was the part. That was the part right there that had me so confounded. I was like, but how? Wait a minute. This makes zero sense. And it just kept bothering my brain until, I could swear it was when I was reading the ingredients on a bottle of spice and saw there was vegetable oil in a dry spice. That I was like, wait, what the heck? Whoa, hold up. And that just started a whole thing. I mean, really, I started realizing that was not food. And then I was really, really overwhelmed by that because that's not food and that's other stuff. I mean, it's medicine, but it doesn't cause healing to happen. So I'm like, wait a minute. This is never going to get better if I don't stop this. Like, something's got to stop. Anyway, yeah. You know what? If you want to come here and eat, that's cool, but you're going to have to work. You're gonna have to work, and we ain't fancy around here. We ain't got nothing but basic garden tools. I mean, it's grunt work. It really is grunt work. Jane, you said you can't fix a food system if real estate or if real estate isn't for sale. Oh, girl, see that's a whole other thing. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Mm. Jane says you can't fix a food system if real estate isn't for citizens to live on. You do realize the current administration is removing protected land for real estate investment in minerals. No, I didn't, honestly, because I can't take that on, Jane. I can't take that information on. I really wish I could change the world in that way, but I don't know how to affect that other than by doing what I'm doing. By trying to share the information that I know, by growing my food, man, by trying to actually rebuild soil and learn all the things about this, because honest to God, I'm the only person that can save myself. This government is crap. It's just so out of control. It's so controlled by industry. It's a bunch of puppeteers, I used to. I don't know. So I used to be so caught up in it. I get so mad about one thing or the other thing, and I'm like championing for a cause, and then I realized, wait, I'm doing all this, but I'm not living my actual life, and I feel like crap. And I have felt, now that I really am starting to rebuild, my brain is rebuilding. That's the most amazing thing. Oh my gosh, I had gotten to the point where I just felt like such an idiot. I couldn't. My brain would not work right. I'm able to think now. Honest to God, I think that might be the whole point to keep us in a level of brain fog that just keeps us constantly in a state of confusion, because you're very easy to manipulate that way. I'm just pointing it out, y'all. This is how I'm seeing things. You do have a right to your opinion, PMC. Me, Tarzan. Okay. It's because the shutdown ended on November 13th. I know that. And then all was forgotten. All was forgotten. Well, let me just ask you. Can you leave your job for like 5 or 6 weeks and just go back to normal? Just because? No. See, it's just, and it's a bad example. It's just, our leadership, this is our leadership. That's supposed to be some example. Like, come on, give me a break. They act like children. It's just nonsense. Hey, Dave. Dave Arch, how are you? The count healthcare should not make you go broke. You're not wrong. Healthcare should not, but it is. Honest to God, I can't imagine. I don't have to pay health insurance anymore. I do not have health insurance. I don't need health insurance because I eat real food. And my body knows what to do with that. Didn't know what to do with all that made up crap that's in the bags and boxes with those fake ass health claims on them. Okay, it's just this is how it is. Um, you don't have to fall for it, y'all. You just don't have to fall for it. It should not make you go broke, but it is. It's like we go. I used to do this. I don't do it anymore. We go to work to pay for all the insurances, and it's ridiculous. That's not living life. That's just being in a constant state of treatment and sickness. It's a freaking hamster wheel, man. Eric wants to speak. I don't know who Eric is. Is this on odd? What? I don't know who you are. What you're saying? Health is not a right. That's what y'all continue to vote for. I don't know what that means, Jane. What is? I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about any. It shouldn't be a part of the healthcare system. Honest to God, and just my opinion, we shouldn't have relationships with doctors on a regular basis. We should not see our doctors the way that we see them. We should be healthy. We shouldn't have to pay for freaking insurance because our bodies should be being given what it's supposed to be given that doesn't actually promote disease. But that's not what's happening. What we are being given, what we are eating, what we think is food, and even what we think is medicine does not promote human health. It promotes this freaking machine. That's what it does. And if you don't realize that, if you do not wake up, baby, you're not going to make it. You're just not. Just like my mother didn't, my father didn't, so many of my family members. My cousin Earl, he just recently passed. He was just in his early 40s. This system is killing y'all. It was killing me too. And I am just saying, y'all, you got to do something about it. These folks can't. They clearly can't. They can't even get along. They walk off the job. It's ridiculous. You cannot leave it in somebody else's hands. The count says, as a non-American not living in America, I can tell you that healthcare does not have to make you go broke, and yet it should be a right. I think so. Um, in pursuit, wouldn't pursuing happiness have to include being healthy? Because I'm sorry, I don't understand how you could pursue happiness if you're not healthy, because you're not happy because you're not healthy. I mean, it just, see what I'm saying? It's confusing. It shouldn't be so confusing. All this nonsense should not be confusing. I don't know what that means. And I only speak English, y'all. Whoa, Josh. Hi there. Aren't we supposed to believe we're not broke right now? I believe that's what we're being. I have no idea. But everything's a hoax, Jane. Okay, so somebody's telling people. Hold on, I need a sip of water. We're being told that the bad economy is not bad. Oh, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. But you know what? It does not matter what they say. The truth ain't out there. There's a little bit of truth out there, but mostly it's absolutely the opposite of what you're being told. That's why I just won't listen to it anymore. It just adds to the confusion. It's toxic crap for my brain. I'm not going to do it. Do I know how much a GP appointment costs where you live? $19.50. Yeah, that's how it should be. And prescriptions usually cost $5 for 3 months worth. Well, I don't know where you live, count, but that's probably because your country's not entirely ruled by, big ag, big pharma, and there's one more, I can't think of it right now. It's really the whole world tends to be puppeteered by these people, but this country is run by these industries. They rule each politician. Like, we think we're voting for somebody that can actually do something, not realizing that the game's fixed, y'all. The game's freaking fixed. Alley Cats, who's we lady? I don't know what that means. You're sad, Malika. I'm sorry, sweetie. Again, follow who gets money from pharmaceutical companies and food industry and stop electing them. Or how about this? How about stop bothering paying attention to that crap for a minute and grow your food and source your food from actual farmers who are growing their food and their animals properly. Because once we start getting those foundational bits of information into our bodies, actual food and actual nutrition, everything starts to rebuild. Things start clearing up. You start being able to see some truth here. And you start realizing, wait, this is a big show. This whole thing is nothing but a big ass show. Stop falling for it. The outcomes are already determined. I'm telling you. So to get around it, for me personally, this is working. I don't fall into it. I don't buy into it. I don't let it, because it's all divisive. That's again part of the program, to keep us angry and skeptical and scared and divided and weak and sick. That's what the whole thing is set up to do, because it keeps you on the hamster wheel. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it no more. Mm-mm. I ain't getting into it. Brandy, it is poisonous. Yep. Bernie should have been in. I don't know. I don't care about any of that. Too many chemicals. Exactly. Yeah. So don't ingest the chemicals. And then our brains and our bodies, our cells start to be able to rebuild real health. I'm telling you, it's simple, simple, simple. You're from Sri Lanka. You're sad because your favorite. Okay, I'm not. I'm so sorry you're crying, sweetie, but I just cannot, because that's just a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter to me personally. Isn't that the truth? We become what we eat. Oh my gosh, Joe Mama, yes, yes. And I was a sad sack of freaking Doritos sprinkled with uh, cinnamon candies and chocolate and fortified freaking milk, and and bread. Oh, I thought it was bread. That was like plastic. It's not. Ugh. I'm telling you, that crap made me so sick. So, and I've been sick to some degree. I was a very I was in a came up in a very poor family, and so we ate a lot of cheap foods even back then. And, we got our government cheese and our government bologna right from the end of the truck. It was the best bologna and cheese I ever. Oh, and, let me not forget the big thing of peanut butter. Oh, yeah, baby. I mean, that's how I grew up. And I've been sick my whole freaking life. A lot of us, I think, are dealing with this, and we don't necessarily realize it. We think that we just like lost out on the genetic lottery, when that's not at all what's going on. Not at all. It's just not what's going on. But if you believe that, then you're hopeless in that you can't get any better. If you believe that, that's just completely out of your control. And there's a little bit of, actual like genetic disease. 10% of diseases are actually genetically transmitted. And I know that there are people here in the chat who actually have some of those genetically transmitted diseases. And I'm not speaking to that. I'm speaking about all this common crap. The crap that feeds the machine, y'all. The chronic illnesses, the chronic heartburn, the chronic mind problem, emotional, this, that, or that, even addiction. My personal belief, this is my personal belief, based on a lot of research though. I believe addictions are fueled by this depletion of vitamins in the brain, because it causes so much dysregulation in the brain, and people are wanting or lacking and want to feel better or normal or just not what they're feeling, but there's no real way to make it. I'm telling you right now, that crap leads to coping behavior that becomes these horrible, horrible freaking addictions. And it's not a disease, in my opinion. It's a freaking affliction it's part of the program. I'm telling you, it's part of the program. It keeps the whole freaking machine going. Again, just my opinion, but based on a lot of freaking research and personal experience, because that's another thing. I was an addict for 10 years, and that addiction was born out of being treated for crap. Like, are you freaking kidding me? And then I'm addicted to it, and I need it, and they don't want to give it to you, and then I'm what, a criminal? Yes, I was a damn criminal. And you know what? That was also part of it. I'm telling you, this crap is planned. They know exactly what they're doing. It's a bunch of puppeteering, y'all. Isn't that the truth we come up with? Yeah, that's right. God morning, Justice Jane. Bernie has been yelling this for, I don't know what was said. Something about, I can't get into it. I can't get into the whole thing. It's just like I won't fly on a plane. Not because I'm scared to be on a plane, but because I just categorically refuse to let another human freaking touch my body. It's not cool. And also because the TSA is worthless. It doesn't do anything except hold everybody up. It's theater, y'all. It makes you think that it's doing something. It ain't doing nothing. It's just crap. Green Soylent Coyote Bongwater. I don't know what that means, but I like your name, dude. Oh, hey, Jod. How are you doing? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, and yeah, my schedule is so backwards now, y'all. Proud says you can call stuff out, and it's always bullshit to those who believe in bullshit. Oh, the irony people get in their feelings all the time about my opinions. They're talking about my TV comment. Oh, I mean, hey, yeah, I would have fought you. I would have, proud. Like 6 years ago, I'd have fought you over. I'd have been like, you don't know how important TV is. It does not brainwash you. It's not. But why? Because I was under the influence of it. I had been drinking that Kool-Aid too for a long. I just didn't know I was drinking it. I had no idea. Things change, y'all. Things change. You're a gardener. I do support you, sweetie. I just look. I have like 5,000 friends that I'm trying to keep up with everybody's channels. It gets to a point where it's just not possible to keep up with everybody all the time. I cycle through it, babe. I do. I cycle through it. Hey, Mike, I didn't know you were in here. You were watching a short today on 3D printed meat. That's right. What exactly? What exactly? And that, we're the experiment. We are the freaking experiment. And that I didn't ever realize before. I'm like, well, if they're selling it at the store, it's safe. The FDA, USDA, oh, they're protecting us. That's some bull crap. No, they're not. And now, oh my gosh, and now there are AI programs creating proteins. This is crazy. Like, I don't know. Listen, if you don't see what's happening, if you don't realize this, if you don't make friends with a gardener, at least, um, I'm telling, I don't know what people are going to do because the stuff that's going on now, oh my gosh, there's some real not food stuffs coming out. It and you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know. And I don't trust any of the labeling anymore. I'm sorry if there's too many lies, y'all. There's too many lies. They keep changing too many words. They keep no. It's too like you gotta have a freaking degree even to keep up with their damn rules. No. I just like I will do this myself and be a healthy human. I don't know what people are gonna do. I swear. Hey, Quick. Good morning to you, darling. Malika, honey, I'm so sorry that you're sad. Mike, wow, you had to come in and get busy, my friend. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that your K pop star died, sweetie. I'm sorry. You don't matter. You make things worse, John. Honey, don't think that about yourself. You're not broken inside, people. I'm telling you. It's your body and your brain they're starved for real vitamins and real food. And if you just listen, I'm gonna just say it. I think you should have a steak and some over easy eggs. It will help. It really will. I swear, good fatty steak too. Don't get one of them little fat free steak. You want a good fatty steak and some beautiful pasture raised eggs. Oh Lord, you would not believe it. It makes a difference. I'm telling you. Bread in circuses been done since Roman times. Oh my gosh, yeah. And you know what happens when people eat bread? It makes them complacent. Oh, oh, it literally does. It has that chemical reaction in your brain. It calms you down. It makes you controllable. Yes, it does. Your job won't even take what sorry, Brad. Your job won't even let you take 2 weeks paid vacation all at once. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. See, I really wish that I had the ability to like organize people because I really think that if we got together in small groups of like-minded people who have the opportunity to get to know each other a little better and we build small little communities, in large part we can stop having anything to do with this system. Um, Collectively, we can do things differently together. I know I sound like a peace-loving hippie, right? Well, I am. I am. And lots of people tell me that I'm naive, and lots of people tell me why that can't happen. And you can tell me that all day, but you're not going to change my mind. It only takes one person with the heart for this to make it a thing. I really think we could be happier people, y'all. I really do. You're sorry, but we will join them one day, play their song, and enjoy. I don't know what that means, sweetie. Wow, I'm so sorry. I didn't know y'all were going to have so much work to do this morning. Herbal remedy. We need organic and a natural way of life. I agree. Hey, Jerry Ginger. Good morning. How are you? You can because you got out of consumer debt into. Oh, Jane, and you live so frugal. That's holy cow, y'all. Jane has a 5-year rainy day fund. You have to, yeah, because of your insulin. Yeah, Jane. Yeah, she's type 1 diabetic. Consumer debt. That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow. Maybe one day I can be like you when I grow up. Maybe. I mean, I'll get there. Listen, I was not thinking about any of that. I couldn't even in the past. I couldn't comprehend all those thoughts because my brain was so toxified. Oh, thank you for the floating heart, Karen. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. John X, you said hello. I'm James. James, how are you? You're gay. Happy birthday, Timmy. Okay, sweetie. Happy birthday, Timmy. Um, the American system sees health as a commodity, not a. Well, we're also commodities, right? That's the other thing. We, or I don't know. I don't know. Maybe other people don't run around operating like this, but forever and ever, it seems like I ran around thinking that these entities, um, these bureaucratic, I don't even groups I thought that they had our best interest at heart. I really did. Shoot, I even thought the American Health Association, the American Cancer Association, I thought they were for us too, but no, it turns out they're part of this whole thing too. Can't trust none of it. You cannot trust any of it. It's just like what? We got to look out for each other, y'all. The system controls growth in population. Well, I can, in one way or another, yeah, they do. What, sperm counts are down 55% worldwide right now? Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy? Wonder why. What's in the water all of a sudden? Hmm? Or, oh, wait. That's right. All of humans are suddenly just breaking at once. No reason. Just a timing thing. Bull crap. Merry Christmas. Demetric says 13 days and counting until Christmas. I hope everyone has a awesome holiday. I do as well. I hope everyone has an amazing holiday. More than anything, I hope everybody comes out of this holiday well rested and highly restored and calm. Right? That would be a Christmas freaking miracle. You would agree that we don't need doctors, etc., but we also created a world where we're creating an environment that is killing. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. We need real water without fluoride, without freaking chlorine in it. Honestly, I think we all need wells, but I don't know how that's going to happen. We need real food. We need truth. And then also, what happened to free speech? I'm so sorry, but why? Why is it so hard to say the things that should be said? Why is it so hard to share information that needs to be shared without fear of a lawsuit? Like, what the what? It doesn't make sense. Just like I said, though, there's a bunch of different sets of rules, y'all. Joe Mama, just like the vid, you didn't take the shot. I didn't take the shot either. There is no way. There's no way. Also, at this point, with the amounts of vitamin D that I take, I'm in no way frightened of that. It just because you don't have to, when your body's healthy and fortified with real actual vitamins and food and real actual minerals, um, it has the ability to fend off all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. Sandra, hi, darling. Good morning. Hey, Fortune. I'm sorry. I saw a thing, girl. I got triggered. I did. I was like, what the what? Quick. If health care is right, who pays the doctors, nurses, and all the other staff, not to mention all the people manufacturing the stuff they need to do their job? If healthcare is right, I don't understand. I understand what you're saying. That seems to be kind of a true statement, but then it seemed like there was a question, but I don't really understand the question. Quit. You're being somewhere silly when you say we're being told. Oh, I get you. Yeah. But yeah, you're kind of trying to make light of it. I totally get that. Yeah. Because I feel like you kind of have to anymore. If you don't try to find the humor in this, you're going to lose your damn mind. It's just a lot. It's so many things. Proud. You got to get back to you. See you later, sir. Thank you, sir. Quick, people can still get paid. Hold on. I think I'm getting down toward Gwyneth's. Hi, darling. Proud said how to forage him. Proud says peace. Quick. Someone has to pay them. If government pays for it, we all pay for it. Oh, yeah. It's all, listen, it's Hey You, Feed the Machine. You know that song? That's a cool song. It's a weird one though. Joe Mama, I'm so scared though. Honestly, I'm scared right now. The things I have already said on this live, the 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 organizations that I've mentioned, I'm my heart's racing. I'm not even kidding you. It is scary. But somebody's got to say this because it's easy to see what's going on when you can get, out of the situation enough to clearly look at it. I'm just and this is nonsense. We're a fat and unhappy, unhealthy freaking nation, and we don't realize that we really can change this. However, I need to word of caution. If we do start changing this in large numbers, if large numbers of people start to actually engage in building body health with real food and real vitamins and real minerals and real water, the systems will start to change drastically because it depends on us being sick and fat and unhappy. It just does. We can change things. I'm not calling for burning down anything, but I'm not at all against industries falling. Not even a little bit. They've been lying and cheating and stealing and getting away with it. And we end up bailing them out. It costs the people. That's all this bull crap. No, this is unfair. I'm so sorry. Like, it's just not fair, and we shouldn't have to deal with this. And I can't stand the injustice of it all. Oh, y'all. But I'm not going to fight it. There's no need to fight it because fights cause nothing but more issues. Instead of fighting it, I'm stepping back, identifying the situation, and finding a workaround. I'm just suggesting, y'all, it's a much more peaceful way to go about it, too. Quit. Cut out the middle persons like pharmaceutical benefits manager. I gotta be honest with you. I just think that if people start eating real food, we get actual real health going, and the whole healthcare system has to change. Do I want the healthcare system gone? No, no, absolutely not. We have the best emergency medicine on the planet. That's amazing. Accidents happen. We need doctors. I'm not saying we don't. What we don't need is to be sickened and manipulated by big ag and then treated by big pharma. It's not fair. It's just wrong. We shouldn't do it. We should not let it happen. Once we realize what's going on, we have got to take responsibility for ourselves, I think. And as a gardener, I think that this needs to be shared, and I want to support other people. Like anyone that's near me, if I can help you, if I can grow some extra food for you, I'm going to do it because I want you to feel better too. Because just me being feeling good and happy does not the world make happy. It's all of us. And I, honest to God, all I want to do is help everybody to understand how easy it is and to show people that somebody that knows nothing about doing this can learn it. You really can. We can all do it, and I want all other people, I want everyone to just feel healthy, to have energy, to be happy enough that when you open your eyes, you're not thinking, oh God, not again. Because I lived that for so long. It sucked. I don't want anybody to feel like that. And I love y'all. Every one of you. Even the ones with the potty mouths. I might not like you right now, but that don't change the fact that I love you. I want you to feel good. I want you to understand what's going on. I don't ever want you to feel like you're overwhelmed and out of control. Because that sucks, right? I'm speaking my favorite language. Girl, you know it. You know it. I'm always talking about that nutrition stuff. She knows. She has to actually speak to me on the phone sometimes. Ralph, hi from Sweden. May you ask what this live stream is about? This poison system that we're in. That's what it's about. The cost of meds cannot be reduced. Yeah, they can, because if you do away with the need for meds, we don't need it. We don't. We do not. If we are actually getting real nutrition, our bodies are able to do it and do it way better than this fake ass chemical stuff does, okay? Because that doesn't fix anything. It just makes you think you feel better. That's it. That's all. That's all it does. You got the same stuff. Quick. And George Costanza says, hold on. Good. Oh, as you used to. Oh, girl, Jane. I love that show. Seinfeld. As George Costanza says, we live in society. For this perfect world to exist, we should be taking care of one another. Oh my gosh, that is the part right there. That's what drives me. Because when I was sick, I couldn't have cared less. I couldn't have. Because I literally couldn't take it on. But that's driving this whole problem. If we're all miserable and overwhelmed, that doesn't make for a happy place. And there's no need for it. There's no need for it, man. It shouldn't feel like drudgery day by day. It just shouldn't. Yeah, when it says other countries have health care, so we buy in bulk, where in your country this doesn't happen. Yeah, it's not health care, Gwyneth. It's disease management. Hold on. All right, trolls. Oh wow, wow. That's a lot of messages. You're not a TV person. Oh, good for you, Sandra. Oh wow. Whoa, y'all. I'm so sorry. The trolls. They all say the same thing. They think they're clever. Why do you think they call them smart TVs? Because they're watching us dummy. They are. I don't have a smart TV. I will not have a smart TV. Mm-mm. Not gonna happen. I don't have an Alexa. I don't have none of that crap. I, we're monitored enough all the time. They don't need extra microphones and no. Mm-mm. I'm good. Remove anyone insulting. You can, yeah, yeah. Y'all can block them too. AI proteins, Joe Schmo. I know, right? Right. So now the AIs are going to design the proteins that the 3D printers are going to print with, and what kind of cells are they even using? Doo, 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 doo. Who freaking knows? And what's it going to do to human bodies? Well, who knows? But I can promise you this: there's going to be a whole lot of new diseases, a whole lot of new diseases. Oh my cheese and wow, y'all, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, and I feel sad. I feel sad for anybody who gets caught up in this. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying, because no, this is not it. You can fix it and you can avoid it. We do not need to do this. This is mm-mm. AI proteins, Lord. You're all walking chemistry. Be careful what you let in. Yes, Jerry, you're right. What are we talking about? You agree? When steaks? Yes, steaks. Ooh, I'm telling you. Especially if somebody's all like testy, when somebody just they short, you ain't got to do nothing. Look at them and like, what? That girl needs a steak. She needs a big fat juicy, very fatty steak. It'll help so much. Quick, we all have the same worst enemies ourselves. You know what? I think that's part of the programming too, though. I do. Like, just for instance, and I know I'm going off on the thing here, but a lot of things get blamed on your willpower or on your lack of willpower. Willpower's fake. That's a fake construct. It's not real. You have will and you have power. Those are two different things. It's not some special ability that you're lacking. But isn't this funny? If you're on this convenient little sad food system out here, your brain's hijacked. And you do think that it is a thing that you are lacking. It's a beautiful but sick and twisted setup. Genius. Just absolutely genius. Donnell, what are you talking about? Yes, from ignorant vegans to this. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I don't think being a vegan is necessarily the smartest thing in this world. I think we're already pretty stinking depleted, and it's really hard to get everything that the human body needs from plants alone. That's my opinion. I ain't hating on nobody. I used to be a vegan myself. We created problems. Human desire to live longer and overpopulate is creating a general resource. Oh, honey, we're gonna live forever soon because people. I don't know. It was a vision that I had. Um, it's not a pleasant vision. For those of you that don't know, I have precog things that happen. I have no control over it. It sucks. Um, but it's gonna be ridiculous the amount of kind of cyborg stuff that's happening or that will happen. That this Okay, so what I saw was a whole lot of humans just kind of lining up to get body parts. It was ridiculous, and to have their consciousness uploaded too. So I don't know. I think what's gonna happen is, and I don't know, it's gonna be way down the road, I guess. I didn't get like a timeline, but there's gonna be people who are all human, and then there's gonna be people who are machine human mix, and it's gonna be really a weird place. Hopefully, I'm long gone by then. Hopefully, I'm long gone by then. Um, oh, you came from a vegan live. I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing. Hey, Renard. Renard is queen. Jerry. We need voices from outside that we need. Your ARVOC. What is voices from outside that we need to filter? I don't know what that. I don't understand that, Jerry. If you're still here, can you retype that? You remind people we are petri dishes. Yeah, humans are a virus. Oh, I don't think we're a virus. I think we're infected though. You know what? I've thought about. I used to watch that show, The Walking Dead, and I've brought this up many times to my family. I think about that one episode, where they went to the CDC building, and when Rick came out, that he knew something because that one doctor had told him that it's too late. We're all infected. I was like, you know what? That might have been pretty prophetic. I mean, it's a little weird, but there's also like that show Supernatural. I don't know if y'all ever seen that, but Sammy and Dean were at this Biggerson's burger place, and it was in the food. Okay, I'm just saying, and that also seemed kind of prophetic, especially with this 3D printing of meat. I'm like, oh my gosh, and it's gonna y'all. They gonna have this stuff. It's gonna be in the packages. It's gonna be at the stores, and it's gonna be flavored so perfectly and textured so perfectly that you will be addicted. You will be addicted. I'm telling you. Karen, hey, good morning. Old world. I'm too close. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get too close. Thank you, Karen. Nobody's. Welcome, everyone. Oh, thank you, Nobody's. That's so sweet. And activate the good. Oh, she's, or he, she, I'm not sure. Nobody seven says, welcome, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe, and activate the notification bell to watch more. I appreciate you, darling. You don't even have a 5 minute emergency fund quick. I'll tell you what, if you don't, the best thing to do to arm yourself up is to know what you can forage. I'm not kidding. There's actually a lot of food around, and we frequently think it's a bunch of weeds, but it's food. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's how the world is right now, though. I feel like we're all like, this is a really big squeeze. Like screws are getting tightened, and this this stuff with the food and the healthcare is just it's just too much. It's becoming just impossible for people to even be able to survive and live anymore, and that's ridiculous. It's just not right. It's frankly it's inhumane. Oh wow, do your thing, Fortune, do your thing, honey. Jerry, corporations are people, but they seldom are held accountable for the individual. Yeah, well, and the people that really, really benefit monetarily and stuff off of the corporations, they're so big and they're so powerful that they're virtually nameless to us. Um, so it's really hard to correct the behavior of these industries. And frankly, do you trust them enough to correct themselves? I don't. I don't. Everything they say is a lie. I just don't trust it at all anymore. Is he still cheating? I don't know what that's about, Karen Hunt. Maybe we're actually more parasite than vi-. See, I think that we've become so chemicalized and toxified that yeah, we almost would play like a parasite, but we're not, y'all. We're part of this. This planet is alive, and we are a part of the planet. We're elemental, we're biological, and we're electrical. We're just like this planet and the stars and the solar system and all the other endless, because it never stops. Never stops. There's millions and billions and trillions and gazillions or whatever. There, it never ends. It never ends. And there's life everywhere. That's my belief. Anyway, don't, oh, Joe Mama. I don't want to take leadership. I don't want anything to do with it. It's just a bunch of BS, man. They all need spankings, okay? They do. Every one of them people up there, they just need a real good spanking. And they should go pick their own switches. Mm-hmm. Free speech. Because you see what happens when the trolls. Yeah, I know. Y'all are so busy. I'm so sorry. You're evil incarnate, a retired grocery store pharmacist. Oh, Jerry, you're not evil, honey. Mm-mm. And frankly, my experience in life has been that pharmacists have known much more about the biological effects of this medication than doctors. Doctors are just writing the scripts, man. No, I don't want to be president. No, thank you, but no. Wells United Health, check it out. I don't know what that means. Your grandpa was a. Oh, Kevin. No, I ain't saying that shit. You've pumped septic tanks most. Quick. You've pumped septic tanks most of your life, and you're pretty sure your blood would cure AIDS? Wait, what are you draining them with? Please be safe out there. King to bag. Oh, thank you. That's sweet. You said I'm so beautiful. Oh. My channel's about, you know what? My channel's about this. I'm still finding my feet. I started my channel like 2.5 years ago, not having a clue why I was starting a channel. I was just learning how to garden. And I was in the very beginning of this journey that I've been on. Y'all, I've been reclaiming, I can't even say reclaiming, that's a lie. I've been restoring my health, or I've been giving my body the proper stuff. My body's been restoring my health, going on the same amount of time. I started the channel about a month after I started the journey on the food thing, and I'm just sharing what I'm learning. And I've learned so much. Oh my gosh, y'all. I mean, if you feel like, if you're very sick, seriously, if you are a very sick person, if you have like all kinds of diagnoses, most importantly, if it's all these diagnoses everybody has, okay, if it's all the usual suspects, baby, you can feel so much better. You can. Your body wants to heal itself. That's why what's going on is what's going on. Because when we have an imbalance, we might not necessarily be cognitively aware of what's going on, but our body does. And it's in there trying to manage stuff. And it's moving resources from one place to another and diverting resources from one place to another because our bodies know better than we do. And in my experience, when I started using medications, prescribed medications to try to manage these symptoms, it just caused a whole bunch more crap to go wrong because it was never addressing what the problem was, and the problem was always the fact that it wasn't real food. I was very depleted from vitamins and minerals, and I strongly believe that about 85% of the population of the planet suffers from this. Strongly believe. So that's what my channel's about, finding my feet and telling y'all what I'm learning. Just doing all the things that I'm trying to do, all my things. Quick, your husband just power snake. Oh yeah, y'all got that? You did? Awesome. Did it work? Oh, truth and love too. Yeah, because I love everybody. I do. Free speech only applies to governments. Suppression of citizens. Ooh, Mike! It does not cover businesses or private citizens. So, no, you don't have a right to troll. You heard? Mike. Wow. Hubert Cumberdale. Okay. But throughout most of human history, the average lifespan was 30 years. Okay, well, you know what? I don't believe that. I don't believe anything they told us because they haven't told us the truth about how we work, our bodies, ourselves. They haven't told us the truth about the history of the planet. They haven't even told us the truth about the history of humanity. And we ain't gonna get into all that right now because I got things I gotta do. But yeah, no, I don't believe any of it. That's why. I just don't. They think we're the height of humanity. No, we're not. This isn't even the first or the second or the third iteration of humanity on this planet. Anyway, and they ate natural. Yeah, I just don't believe that. I believe we're lied to. I believe that we are lied to strongly, and in large part, it makes us feel superior, and then we rest on our laurels. Your sheetrock is hung. Good job, Fortune. Paulo, hey, good morning, Fortune. Yes, we should all grow extra for someone. Oh God, I must be way behind. A bathrobe, samurai. Okay, if I actually cared, you make 100 times more and sell it to make money to buy more farm to. I have no idea what you're talking about, but that's a lot of math. I am not trying to math, honey. Zucchini, those things want to rule the earth. Jerry, that's hilarious. You're not wrong. We should invest more into things that allow for community gardens. Yes, we have to advocate. We do. You know what? Sometimes we just got to do it. Sometimes we do. Like, I'm all about the whole guerrilla garden and all that too. If it can be done, let's do it. If we have the ability, let's do it. I'm making these little seed cakes to feed the birds, y'all, and they have medicinal flower seeds in it because I can't necessarily mail seeds out to the world, but the birds can. The birds can do it for me. Oh, they can do it for you too. I'm just saying we got to think outside. We got to think outside the lines and try. Because it can't hurt to try. It can't hurt to try. What? You bet you're warmer. Oh, I bet she's warmer too. Zucchini's wonderful to mom warmer. I knew what you meant. Yeah, we live long, but what about the quality of life? Yeah, we don't. Do we really? Do we really live long? Is that what's happening? Or do we just die real freaking slow? Ask yourself that. Seriously. There's a lot to be said about that. Think about it. Most of all, the original settlers didn't have a clue how to farm. And also, the story of the original settlers is a bunch of crap. Okay, it's a lie. It's absolutely BS. We could maybe get into it sometime on a different live stream, probably on a weekend night. But y'all, Tartaria, look into it. You were sold chemical food after the moonlight landing. Tang and Space. I loved Tang. I loved Tang. Right, Jerry, right? The whole thing was downhill from there. I know. I thought TV dinners were amazing. I mean, first of all, because they always had the separate things, and my mom couldn't cook very well at all. And then the stuff was never burnt. But then some of it wasn't really ever cooked either. Like it was just so gross. But I fell for it. I did it for the longest time. Quip. Yep, they won't. They had help from the people, and well, you okay? I don't know what y'all are talking about, but that's cool. Oh, something got held for review. Check it out. Honey, take some B vitamins. You poor thing. Hubert, foraging based on the fact that 50-year-old are doing things that used to enjoy on the yeah that used to only be done by 20 and 30-year-olds. I'd say quality of life has increased as well. The quality of life has increased for some people, but it's very few people. And I do think that part of the program is to push the information for those few people that may feel better because it gives us hope. And also, it makes us feel less than when we can't achieve it. I'm telling you, evil genius, y'all. This whole thing is evil genius. Paulo, you can choose what you do, but you can't choose what you think. If you can't choose what you think, you're clearly not able to choose what you do. I promise. No Juan left behind, Rainy girl. Stephen Squires. Oh, thank you. Good morning. I'm doing well. Work until you're 70. Right? Yeah. Work until you're 70, paying huge healthcare costs, having the healthcare turn you down when you need it, and not having enough money between paydays. That's not quality life. That's not life. That's slavery, baby. And that's what's been going on in disguise. Open up. Wake. See. Realize. This is what's going on, y'all. What's wrong with that? Not to you foraging. That's wrong, huh? Doctor who calls it Cyberman? I don't know what that is. I was saying, what is wrong with people getting machine parts? I think it's a departure from humanity. That's what we're not machines, man. We are biological, natural, electrical, elemental creatures. We're not machines. So I think it's idiotic. That's my personal opinion. And allegedly, when I woke up this morning, I was still being told that we are allowed currently to have our opinions. I think it's idiotic. And I don't want anything to do with that life at all. You better not. I better not live for everything of yours is worn out. Another 50 shades. I don't know what you're saying. Quick, please say that again. Already happening today. I know it's already happening, and I can't. Quick. That's what. No, I'm not replacing any parts. Mm-mm. You know, I already saw the beginnings of the parts replacement with all the hip and knee and all this. Nope. We wouldn't have to go through all these hip replacements and knee replacements and freaking shoulder surgeries if we weren't being fed crap that actually causes our body to deplete it of collagen, and collagen is the building block of all of these joints. And like, we are not seeing the cause and effect, and their parts don't help us. Their parts just keep the system going. They're expensive, and how many recalls do we have to keep track of? I mean, it's your whole life has to be a recall check now if you live in modern society fully. I'm not doing it. I hope that y'all think about this and make some change. I mean, not everybody can change their whole life, okay? I changed my whole life. It didn't happen on purpose. Bought a house outside of the city, had a health collapse. Then I had to figure out, well, how the heck am I going to live now? How am I going to do this? So this was absolutely an accidental discovery, but everybody can make changes. Everybody can do one of the things and feel a little bit better anyway. Make connections with people who maybe live in a way you don't necessarily know a whole lot about. These things are possible. They don't have to happen all at one time. There's stages, there's steps, there's the learning curve. It can happen. We can all feel better. But parts replacement, I'm sorry, no. I worked in a junkyard for some years. Cars are made to have parts replaced, not people. If you're getting to a point where you're able to get parts just replaced on the regular, you're no longer necessarily a person. Back when I was talking about watching whose thoughts. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I get you, Jerry. Yeah. Last time a doctor came at me with a needle you caught in a salt chart. Quick, I have punched a lady one time at the hospital. That's so sad. It was a long, long time ago. I'm not proud of myself. I'm just saying, yeah, it was a reaction. And that was a big needle she came at with me with, too. Greg. Hi, Greg. Joe Mama says, quit. The planet is alive, but we're actively abusing it, and humans will not win in the end. You're not wrong, Jane. And then that's what's happened a whole bunch of times. And yeah, cataclysms have happened over and over again, and they're going to keep happening. There's going to come a time when humanity, as we know it, is just going to get like washed or burned away. And then, in another 50,000 years, there'll be another society who tries to say that the society before them didn't exist. It's just the way things happen. Or maybe they'll remember us, because the old societies tried to keep the older ancient knowledges alive and living. We're actively burning them. It's ridiculous, and hiding them. Okay, Erling, what was your type of guy physically? Oh, my physical type, dude, he looks just like my husband. So he's a skinny, half black, half white dude. That's my man right there. You just saw fracking pipes? Oh, God. See, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Symbiotic. Yeah, that is the relationship we should be having. And, I ain't gonna say that, but I know. Be polite, please. If you can't control yourself, listen, don't speak. Mike says y'all. And Mike is a badass, so don't mess with him. Rewatch the 1980s Superman. We're quite literally creating the same thing that destroyed Krypton and being led to the... Oh, wow. Really? Okay, maybe I need to watch that movie, too. Joe Mama, quick, you need a gig for your great humor. It's important for our energy resources, but I think we need to just have... Yeah, the whole energy thing, that is a whole lie, too. Like, this crap that they tell us, like, that we need to frack and drill for oil and all that. No, we don't. The earth is electric. Free electricity is... It's not a fantasy, y'all. They already know. And, like, electric cars, we think this Tesla thing is a big deal. No, it's not. This Tesla thing's causing more problems for the planet. But battery-operated cars have been an invention and used for over 100 years. Look into it. Seriously. I'm not even playing with you. And Henry Ford built a hemp car, a hemp, HEMP car. Like, I'm serious. There's so much that we just don't necessarily know about because it doesn't support the model in place. The model in place being this, the whole wheel circus thing. Farmer Chat. Hey, good morning, Farmer Chat. Girl, I'm about to wrap up, y'all, and I'm not going live again with the chickens because it's cold. And because I'm getting all this out of my system now. You have to relate to your farm animals, Ginger. Or Jerry. You look up to them. They live without all the junk. Yeah, they do. Hey, Kent Jr., how am I doing? Hey, I'm good. I am 55, going on 56. Greg Woolridge. You should make your own channel. You build everything? You even butcher your own meat? There's no shops where you live in the Australian... Oh, you're in the desert of Australia? Dude, you absolutely should. You don't have a channel? You absolutely should. Because these are skills that other people need to see. If we want to survive, we're going to have to know how to do those things. So if you know how to do it, please share it. That's how I'm learning everything I'm doing from y'all. I learn all this gardening stuff from y'all. I get on here live and ask actual questions because I don't know. I didn't have people I lived in the city. We didn't have gardens. I never know anybody that had a garden. Shoot, the ladies in my life didn't even know how to cook. Not at all. Jane, you give your vegetables and eggs to your food pantry. That is so freaking awesome. Mama said, Greg, we never had TV or internet until now. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, see, Foraging supports that decision. Greg, you should absolutely have a channel. Absolutely. What am I doing with the garden now? Or no, what is quick? Hold on. What am I doing with the garden now? Quick, when no one shows up. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm trying to figure out this whole hoop house thing, though. I gotta open the ends of it during the day. You got your Baker's Creek seeds? Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, I'm trying to get to the bottom so we can wrap this up. Holy crap, I had no idea. Thanks everybody for coming in. 28 thumbs up. Wow. Rational, we know she is. Hold on, what? No, I don't feel like I'm a genius. I just feel like my brain's working again. And once your brain starts to fire right, you start to see stuff. Nancy Pelosi. I don't know. No, Doctor Who's British. Okay, wait. Hold on. Doctor Who. Oh, Doctor Who. Okay. You want your Darth Vader suit? Jolene Barnes, good morning. Good morning. Oh, thank you. I'm telling you, man, there's so many things. Like, I make a tea that has oat straw and horsetail. These are herbs. These are natural herbs. And they have so many minerals and stuff that help with your hair, and silica and stuff that help with hair growth and nail growth. It's amazing, man. Quick, are they appreciating you? And did they tell you that? Fortune, I don't. Okay, wait. I'm into a conversation. I don't even know. You had a nightmare. Okay, I'm getting to the bottom. Let me get to the bottom. Joe Mama, I'm just looking to see if I didn't see a name. You use sheep tallow? Greg Woolridge? He says, I still use sheep tallow for cooking. Your whole family are fit and healthy. Nice! That is so amazing. You know what? I was using, I can't believe it's not better, Crisco and freaking Mazola all them years. So I had no idea I was eating death oil. He pushed the button on his troll. You have, okay, what? No, they saw plastic is natural. What? They will think plastic is natural, sadly evil. Oh no. Oh no. This society will be forgotten. I mean, everything we have now is electronic, and books have been destroyed and burned, and we don't do anything permanent anyway. Books burn and rot and all really quickly. The only way to make knowledge last a really long time is to carve it into stone, and I don't think we know how to do that. Plastic parts. You have a battery sleep. Oh. Oh. Hey, Daisy May. Hey, good morning, sweetie. Yeah, nothing is wrong. I'm very I'm passionate about human beings and their health, and we should feel better. We shouldn't feel like this, y'all. Life should not be this hard, this much of a struggle, this much of a mystery. It shouldn't be. We should be well enough to at least be able to tap into our own instincts. I mean, that's a sense that sadly most of us have problems accessing or trusting. The trust is Oh, Jane. I'm reading about your human history comment. That's beautiful. Anytime somebody wants to say a name, don't. Oop, you heard him. You're so trusting in real life. Me too, Fortune. Me too. Yeah. Yeah. I get called naive a lot. You don't want green eggs and ham. Once you become a country girl, you never go back to the city unless you're Eva Gabor on Green Acres. Oh, Chihuahua, right? Yeah, I can't. I couldn't even imagine my day without chicken poop in it anymore. I could. Things change. Poop happens, right? You're Eva in your heart, really, Forge. You love the theme song to that. Wow. All right, everybody have a great day. Farmer Chaz says, and oh, do it on purpose. Got to go pack. Oh, okay, sweetie. Oh, I guess you're gonna head back home soon. Your grandma must be doing well. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, people. Whew, I'm so sorry. I had to say it. It needed to be said. All right, but we're out of here. I'm gonna finish getting dressed. I'm not even dressed yet. I'm gonna finish getting dressed. I'm gonna go do the chickens. We're not gonna be going live with the chickens this morning. My apologies. I feel like I'm all talked out, but I love you guys. I love you very, very much. Please do yourself a favor and take some bioavailable vitamins, please. And as always, please love yourself and be kind to each other, people. Bye, 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 bye. See you next time. Woo, bye. Yeah, but the goosies, sorry, I'll take a picture. Bye, y'all.